Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all infinite praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachakradash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and elder bishops across the four winds of the earth that puts in teaching this truth and our sincerity and righteousness, as well as your brothers, your Aki, that also puts in teaching this truth. And shalom to the Akwafi and your very few sisters who are obeying the word and keeping the faith in the last days and doing what y'all need to be doing. And shalom to the Lord's elect, the 100 for the 4,001 Shalom to y'all. As we call ourselves the hopeful elect. Coming back to you through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Shai. We're not a lesson exhortation. And Lord's will is quick and edifying, straight to the point. And I try not to make this too long. I've been trying to do this video at work, the screen recording, it wasn't working, so came to you at this moment now. The water Yahweh Shem Shai for allowing me to come back to do it, because this was something that was really on my spirit to bring out. I got this clip here of this news reporter. I forgot his name. He has his he has a whole YouTube channel himself, and as well he posts on TikTok, news and the things that's going on, specifically, amongst this administration and in this government, in this corrupt government, that's full of lies and full of deceit, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and I ain't really going too much. I ain't going to show the video, but I'm just really play it for the audio, so listen up.
We have breaking news right now. Donald Trump, the president of the United States, has just declared war on American citizens and American cities in a speech to senior Pentagon leaders. Folks, I cannot overstate how important and serious this moment is. Today, Donald Trump addressed Pentagon senior leadership from across the globe in Quantico, Virginia, and his speech highlighted how the real threat, according to him, is within the United States of America, openly declaring war on American cities across the country, openly declaring war on what he perceives as domestic threats from American citizens. The President of the United States is actively talking about using the United States military against American citizens. Today, during the speech, Donald Trump declared war on Americans, saying, quote, "Our history is filled with military heroes who took on all enemies, foreign and domestic." That's what the oath says, foreign and domestic. We also have domestic. Watch this.
But these service members are following in a great and storied military tradition, from protecting frontier communities to chasing outlaws and bandits in the Wild West. And our history is filled with military heroes who took on all enemies, foreign and domestic. You know that phrase very well. That's what the oath says, foreign and domestic. Well, we also have domestic. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Grover Cleveland, George Bush.
If you don't know what he mean by foreign and domestic, going back to the Constitution, well, of course, myself, I don't really know much about the Constitution. I forgot all about that shit, back in school and shit. I wasn't really, paying attention to school and all that. But I believe this go all the way back to the Constitution, or, to a set of rules and the guidelines they go by. But I do know from a video that I was watching earlier from the Apostle Tahar that it was this video about, what's her name? I believe the lady name was Lena Thompson, and she made a video about the government, of course, how wicked it is back then, around the 80s, around the 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying? Late 80s, early 90s. Towards the mid 90s, you know, things was going, well, I really want to go much into her, you know, just, if you want to know what I'm talking about, to look up Lyndon Thompson, America Under Siege, you know, and Oedipus the Har, you know, he mentioned that video. He mentioned that video of that of this woman when she going into all the wicked shit in the corruptness that is in this government. You know, she even goes to bring out certain things that this government try to hide, and bro, it's insane. It's insane. You know, for this devil to um for this devil to, man, all I gotta say is just go watch the video, man. Go watch the video if you haven't. Go watch the video, man. You know, yeah, man. 'Cause these devils are fucking wicked, wicked. I tell you, wicked. But it was something. But of course, amongst the government, they got these different government task force or whatever. They got a task force called SOP, Special Operation. Um, it's something. It's something. I forgot. It's the abbreviations of it is SOP, right? This specific task force is meant to uh it meant to solve problems, so to speak, amongst domestic affairs amongst, you know, wherever they get sent to. And that means whatever problem it is in amongst, you know, in America, in the US, that specific task force is going to do whatever it takes to solve that issue, even if it means to, you know, saying, to take a civilian life, American civilian life, you know, even they got to hurt, you know, American citizens, right? But this how these devils is, man. But anyways, continue on with the video.
And others all use the armed force.
And Trump, he gonna use that same shit, you know, that same, like, you know, policy or strategy to enact on the people, to enact martial law, right? With the military, with the National Guard and all that.
Is to keep domestic order and peace. Many of our leaders used the military to keep peace. Now they like to say, oh, you're not allowed to use the military. And you know what the people say? The people in those cities where they're being raped and shot and beat up. You know what they say? We love the military. You ever see where they interview the people on the street? I've never seen somebody say they don't, unless they're radical and paid off because a lot.
And I'm gonna just skip towards the end a little bit, towards the end, to the part with with the news reporter gonna mention something that frightens him. Cause the rest of this, you know, is just Trump going into like, oh, there's a war within, you know, saying he's basically declaring war on the American people. Now, a lot of people pay attention to the speech that he gave. That's why they would be caught off guard in these last days, as they say, peace and safety, right?
These insurrection.
And let me go to. Yeah, he just keeps babbling about, or there's a war within. There's a war within, right?
Use some of these dangerous cities as training grounds for our military.
Right.
Because we're going to, when he said that he told Pete Hegseth, this
Safe places, and we're going to straighten them out one by one. And this is going to be a major part for some of the people in this room. That's a war, too. It's a war from within. Controlling the physical territory of our border is essential to national security.
He is actively talking about how there is a war within the United States of America and how the people in the room, the top military leaders, the generals, the admirals, how they're going to be the ones responsible for fighting this war. And folks, and I think what to me as a reporter, the most disturbing part of the speech, truthfully, was when he said that he told Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, that he should use that some of these cities as training grounds for the United States military. He said, quote,
what that tells you, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians out there, man. What that tells you rebellious ass Israelites, what that tells you, that this man is about to bring war to your front door.
I told Pete we should use some of these dangerous cities as training grounds for our military because we're going into Chicago very soon. Watch this moment.
Very important mission. And I told Pete we should use some of these dangerous cities as training grounds for our military, National Guard, but military. Because we're going into Chicago very soon. That's a big city with an incompetent governor, stupid governor, stupid. They threw him out of his family business. He was so stupid. I know the family. He becomes governor.
Yeah, but that's really about it I want to play. You know, I just want to get the main important things, you know. But we've been telling you about all this stuff that is going to come. It's coming. It's speaking, right? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 5. And it reads, "For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see rather a man do a travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and as it's like in all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Who? The elect of the nation of Israel. The 144,000, the 1/3 multitude of men, women, and children. The 144,000 is just 100% men. There's no women, there's no women. Right? It is men completely of the 144,000. The women are only a part of the 1/3 multitude. What are they going to be saved by? Pestilences, famine, being run down by Esau, you know what I'm saying, for civil war, judgment, you know, anything that the Lord finna bring upon this planet Earth that's going to cause death. They could be escaped. They could be saved from death. The elect, they will be saved from death. Okay, that's what's coming to this place. Okay, there's gonna be no mercy. There's gonna be no, well, there's gonna be mercy for the elect, of course, but there's gonna be no mercy for the rest of the Israelites. That's gonna be here in Babylon the Great, because they could be burnt up in the thermonuclear missiles, which are gonna turn America into a lake of fire. Not no river, not over there in the Euphrates. No, that's not the lake of fire. It's the river Euphrates. It's not a lake. A river flows, a lake stays still. Following up with the Genesis niggas over there. All right. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, Tazaba'ath, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Right? We won't be under Esau's captivity no more. We could be free completely. We ain't gonna be on no debt to Esau. Never did, really. He just placed that shit on us. He placed that on us just to keep us under bondage, to keep us under, control, so to speak. Right? And you going for more control. by way of what? The New World Order, right? With the mandatory of the chipping, right? That's gonna shake the whole world, even amongst the Israelite community, right? With the different Israelite, with the different leaders and you know, camp leaders that want to call themselves top, just this wicked niggas that don't teach according to the doctrine. Verse 9, but they shall serve the Lord Yahweh, their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Exactly, man. You know, and the things that finna come to this place, not a lot of people can fathom. Fathom. Like all they can see is just movies and the way things that how it been before. You know what I'm saying? Talking about during slavery and how that was. People just used to how that was. You know? They just used to like how subtle things was, you know what I'm saying, just coming from slavery. But the Lord finna bring them out of that comfort into reality. And they finna see some ancient ancient like depths. Ancient like depths, man. Medieval depths. Right? Torture methods that you would think was possible. You know what I'm saying? You know, to even the door. Right? This was coming to Babylon the Great for their atrocities and their crimes against the nation of Israel, against the Heavenly Father's his chosen people, his precious, his prized possession, man. You touch the apple of his eye, Esau. We are his apple of his eye. We are the apple of his eye. You touch us, the Lord gonna fuck you up, man. We back with our power. We back with our God. So you touch us and see what the fuck happens, man. See what the fuck happens. Hey, let me just bring the scriptures out. Second Esdras 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful, not just a little bit, not just 65%, not just 25%, not just 30%. No, all the unfaithful should die in their unfaithfulness. Those who lack faith, you're gonna die. Those who didn't believe in this thing, that those who came into this truth, want to call themselves trying to, saying be amongst the brotherhood, but yet you being a wicked ass nigga, nah, you gonna perish, right? Those of you want to come into the truth and leave, oh yeah, most definitely, may death be upon you. Y'all niggas think this thing is a game? No, 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 no. This ain't no game, Playboy. This ain't no game. Y'all messing with fire. Y'all is messing with fire. Y'all messing with a power that y'all know y'all can't fucking handle. Y'all messing with power that man. Listen, I don't even want to go too far into like how much y'all fucked up. You niggas that choose to do your own thing and, what I'm saying, choose to just live based according to your own will, right? You want to establish your own righteousness, what I'm saying, and be be rooted in your folly. So when the Most High Yahweh Bashim Shai comes back, right? When he sends the son back to redeem the elect, those who've been faithful, those who've been diligent, those who've been obedient, and leave your ass in the dust where you've been created from, hey, we don't look at us. Don't even say anything to us. Don't even say anything to us, man. Or don't even try to call out for the Lord in that day. Cause all this time you had all this time to call upon the Lord. You had all this time to get right with the Lord. You had all this time to get right, but no, you want to do folly. You want to be caught up in your feelings and your emotions. You too caught up in your emotions, and that's what's going to leave. That's what's going to lead you to your death, because you want to be built up off your fucking emotions. Get out your fucking feelings, Jake. Nobody gives a fuck about your feelings at all. And to any of you niggas that got anything to say, even you women, you damn lollipop head ass bitches, man. Fuck you and whatever the fuck you got to say about us. Fuck you. Yahweh Bashimi, I was trying to bring death upon you, man. We don't care for you niggas no more. We don't. You 2/3 niggas, fuck y'all. In verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Their sins, these people's sins, have reached upon the heavens. You know, their sins are before the eyes of the Lord, and He sees them clearly, and He's going to judge righteously. He's going to judge righteously according to your ways, man. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, the souls, and the souls of the judge complain continually. Exactly, man. And jumping down to verse 14, and we've been bringing these scriptures out many times, man. Many times. Just how many times till the Lord just shut us up and He actually brings judgment upon you? Oh, He will bring. Just wait on it. Just wait. That's the beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing about it. That's the beautiful thing about it. The Lord loves long suffering, and He loves to put upon you niggas that be so prideful and so high minded. We, hey, call lawyer. How about Chanel Shy? Call lawyer. How about Chanel Shy? You niggas just don't know who you fucking with. Verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. This could be civil war at this bitch. For there shall be sedition among men. What is sedition for those that don't know? Let's go look it up. Let's go do something that y'all can do yourselves. Right? Sedition.
Sedition.
Conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch, and that's Babylon the Great. That's Babylon the Great. Trump with him being the puppet that the elites that has set up, and nothing, and sending out what really, you know what I'm saying, is all throughout the government that's doing this shit. They pushing out these agent provocateurs to cause mayhem and havoc, and you know what I'm saying, do all these shootings and this and that, the third, all to make a announcement to say, oh, It's too much chaos. It's too much crime. It's too much going on. We need a solution. Oh, we have it. Here you go. Mandatory microchipping. That where we can chip, we can select it. Bear with me. Select it for that. But what I was about to say? Yeah, they want to make it mandatory chipping for everybody, just so they can keep an eye on them. Oh, that person been at this spot here when this happened. Let's get him. He's the he's suspect. He's suspect. You know. And let's not even go to where we talking about the money system with this thing, right? Let's not talk about the money system. We've been covering that. Where this thing if you don't get it, you won't be able to buy or sell. We only need to go too further in proving that. Look what the fuck is going on in the UK and everywhere else with other nations, even Canada, uh, uh, Bangladesh, or that was Bodega, or some it was somewhere, but in wherever Sweden, you know, you mean to fucking tell me that GMS don't have the 100% truth? You mean to tell me that they don't have the 100% truth, that the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai is not dealing with this count? You fucking out your fucking mind. That's how that's that's how you can tell from a spiritual man to a damn fleshly carnal man. No matter how much they're trying to push truth, if it's not the 100% truth, it cannot be 99. It cannot be 99. It cannot be 99%. No matter what, it got to be 100%. The words are edible to the heart. It got to be 100%. Got to be. So going back to the scriptures, for there should be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings or princes in the course of their actions, so standing in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation, for great terror, for great terrible times. Right? Now jumping over to verse Salaki, jumping over to chapter 16, jumping down to verse 68, right? And it reads, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Who is that? What is that great multitude? Right? Esau, Edom, and Trump, and ultimately Trump and his little, what I'm saying, legion of troops. You know, his little legion of forces of ICE agents, CIA agents, FBI, this, various, even citizens. There's news articles out there that they got ICE agents is trying to get people, regular citizens, to just turn Jake in. Regular citizens to turn Jake in. You know what type of citizens those are. Them damn MAGAs. They love it. That's a hunting game for them. A hunting game. Easy word. Verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot, right? You Slot. Go back to verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude against that Esau Edom is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. During the time of Antiochus Epiphanes, he you know had our people played the minds of our people to sacrifice swine upon the altar. Some of our people were doing that at that time, making covenants with the heathens, and ultimately just turning sides with the heathens, right? In these last days now, they're going to do that with the chip. Now, verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and a reproach and trodden underfoot. You won't perish if you take that chip. Verse 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Ain't Trump used that word? So let's go look it up. Let's go look it up real quick. Insurrection, right? And insurrection. It means a violent uprising against authority or government. So like, let me read over because I'm trying to. I'm excited when I read, when I do the videos, man. I just get excited because these are the times we living in. We're been mourning and crying for these times, man. We've been crying for this. We've been crying for this, and it's here, man. It's here. Insurrection. A violent uprising against an authority or government. Don't you finna see that in these last days on a major scale. Right, verse 71, and they, who's they? Again, Esau, Edom, Trump, ICE, FBI, CIA, all these government agencies, that's corrupting the mind. That's corrupting in their minds. You know what I'm saying? With wickedness and evil intent to just do wicked shit against Jake, right? They shall be like mad men, sparing none. They should be like mad men, sparing none. They should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling those and destroying those that fear the Lord. Exactly, man. These devils, they ain't want to stop till they get after whatever they want. They're not gonna stop. So why you Jakes must think that you so safe and being cooped up where you is when they can easily just kick in your door and take you away, send you out to a concentration camp, man. Right? Your safety is not promised. The Lord can easily have things switch around for you, Jake. You better get your life right with the Lord, man. Now I get a couple more precepts. Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil Esau Edom is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And that's why he moving so fast to just pushing out this new world order and trying to get things in place and trying to he's constantly on the move. This man is constantly on the move, man. 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 16. Yet if any man suffer as an Israelite, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify the Most High on this behalf. Here's the point: for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and if it first begin at us that know that we are in the faith, that know that we're Israelites, right? What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? Just how more gruesome will it be for them, man? How much terrible will it be for them? Mm-hmm. Romans chapter 13 and verse 11, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. Right? And one more, well, two more. Isaiah 59 and verse 18. According to their deeds, accordingly he will repay fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies, to the islands he will repay recompense. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, shall lift up a standard against them. The Rachak of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai shall lift up a standard against him. This devil is going to be confounded in his ways. He's going to be confounded. He's going to be confounded. He will be confounded. Because the Spirit of the Lord will be upon us in the last days, man. Lord, will we be of that number of those men that receive power in these last days, man. Right? Because we know this, Isaiah 54 and verse 17. No weapon that is formed against the slacking cited. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee, and judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So in these last days, how can we ever lose faith in what we believe, man? How can we ever stop believing in something that is plain before our eyes? But yet we know in these last days, the Lord will make a shift. We know in these last days that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will make a shift amongst the nation of Israel, amongst those that truly obey him and those that don't obey him. And once he make that shift, until he made the last shift, you know what I'm saying, where he gets all the, all the bad grain and all the, the the unwanted things, you know what I'm saying, separated for the things he do want, then it's on. It's on, man. Right? But I'm gonna go ahead and end on that, but Salakia, Jake just tired as hell trying to get this video out the way. But Lord's will you was edified through the spirit of power Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Until the next time, I'm gonna say Shalom and until the next Shalom. May you brothers and sisters continue to be uplifted in these times. Continue to pray. Watch as well as pray.